LeBron always moves strange, not like Kobe.
LeBron always moved strange. Not like Kobe. You heard that, right? Michael Jordan wasn't just throwing shade, he was sending a message. For years, MJ has made it painfully clear that he's never liked or respected LeBron James. And today, we're diving into the full story behind that silent feud, from how Jordan dismissed the chosen one hype to why Kobe got the mentorship LeBron never earned. Wait till you hear what MJ exposed about LeBron and Diddy. This one goes way deeper than you think.
Leroy Smith was a guy, when I got cut, he made the team on the varsity team. But he started the whole process for me because when he made the team and I didn't, I wanted to prove not just to Leroy Smith, not just to myself, but to the coach who actually picked Leroy over me. I wanted to make sure you understood you made a mistake, dude.
See, if you know anything about Jordan, you know the man breathes competitiveness. People don't call him the most ruthless winner in NBA history for nothing. He didn't just want to win, he wanted to break you, mentally and physically. That kind of fire doesn't just disappear when you retire, it sticks with you. It shapes how you look at everyone who comes after, especially the ones trying to wear your crown. So imagine Jordan in 2002, watching TV and seeing a teenage kid from Akron, Ohio on the cover of Sports Illustrated with the headline, "The Chosen One." Before LeBron even played a single NBA minute, the media was already saying he might dethrone Michael. To Jordan, that wasn't a compliment for the future, and it was a challenge to everything he'd built. 6 titles, 6 finals MVPs, a billion-dollar brand, and a legacy carved in sweat, pain, and pure dominance. So no, MJ wasn't clapping from the sidelines. He was irritated. Because to him, greatness wasn't given, it was earned. Brick by brick, season after season, through real battles. When Jordan came into the league in 1984, he faced brutal wars with the bad boy Pistons, constant criticism that he shot too much, and endless doubt until he silenced everyone with rings and records. And if you want proof of how personal this mentality runs, just look at his Hall of Fame speech in 2009, the biggest night of his career. And what did Jordan do? Instead of thanking people, he used that stage to settle scores. Coaches, rivals, executives, nobody was safe. That's the mind of a man who never forgets. And when he looks at LeBron, that same fire still burns.
Between the two, that'd be a tough choice. But 5 beats 1.
Jordan keeps receipts always. So when the media crowned LeBron as the next heir to his throne, you better believe that went straight into MJ's mental filing cabinet. Even LeBron himself admits their relationship is distant. On the Pat McAfee show in 2025, LeBron flat out said it, there's no real bond between him and Jordan. Crazy, right? And that's what makes it so wild. MJ is LeBron's idol. The guy whose posters were plastered all over his childhood bedroom walls. For someone like LeBron, loved and respected by nearly everyone in the league, it's strange that his hero never reached out, especially when you realize Jordan built tight connections with other stars. Kobe got that mentorship, that big brother bond, but LeBron, he never got the invite. Here's the twist. The exact things that made fans adore LeBron are what made Jordan side-eye him. The hype, the headlines, the chosen one label. To Jordan, those weren't signs of greatness, they were red flags. Because in MJ's eyes, greatness isn't handed out by the press. It's earned through blood, sweat, and trophies. And trust me, this goes way beyond basketball drama. This is about an empire, the one Jordan built and refused to let anyone rewrite. Jordan didn't just dominate the NBA, he redefined what it meant to be a superstar. Before him, players like Magic and Bird carried the league, but they didn't globalize it. MJ turned basketball into pop culture. His Air Jordan sneakers became a religion. Be like Mike wasn't just a slogan, it was a movement. Space Jam turned him into a movie icon. Every dunk, every finals celebration, every Gatorade commercial built the myth. Jordan became the prototype for every modern athlete who wanted fame, money, and influence beyond the court. So when LeBron came along and the media started whispering that he might surpass Jordan, that wasn't just noise. That was danger. Jordan didn't hear praise for a new generation, he heard a threat to everything he'd built. Because here's the thing about MJ, he's obsessed with legacy. Most players move on after retirement, but not him. He still listens, still reacts when people debate who's the real GOAT. And whenever someone suggests another name, he can't help himself. He subtly reminds everyone, 6 finals, 6 rings, 6 MVPs. Now imagine being that competitive and watching a teenage phenom get compared to you before he's even proven himself. That had to burn. Jordan has always destroyed anyone who tried to come for his crown. Remember when rookie Allen Iverson crossed him up and MJ dropped 55 right back at him? Or when Clyde Drexler dared to be mentioned in the same breath and Jordan obliterated him in the 1992 finals? That's who he is. He doesn't lose to hype and he never forgives a threat.
That's a foul all day long.
Oh, I know you ain't talking. I know you ain't talking.
Hey, you only got 3 now. I get 6. I would get that foul. You only got 3 now.
You right, can't say none of that. Hey, Mike, you gotta shoot it quick. I'm getting to that.
I had you already.
Yeah, but I'm getting to that. I know where you're going. I'm getting to that.
No.
You gotta get up quick.
If you knew where I was going, why you go for the fake?
Mike, after you face the ball, where else you
You
going?
left your feet.
Yeah, but where else you gonna go?
In the game, I go for you.
I spun all
I
the
go
way
for I
around.
go for these ribs right here.
I spun all the way around and got you.
Yeah, that was Jordan's whole mentality. You don't get to breathe his air unless you earn it. And even when you do, he'll still remind you who runs the room. With LeBron, he never got the chance to settle it on the court. Their careers barely overlapped. So MJ took the fight somewhere else. The media. Every time reporters asked him about LeBron, Jordan would give polite respect, but his tone stayed ice cold, calculated, and deliberate. He'd talk about rings. He'd praise Kobe. And every time the question of successor came up, Jordan subtly made it clear, LeBron doesn't get to sit at my table. That's how deep it ran. To understand why that Chosen One cover bothered him so much, you have to remember how different their journeys were. Jordan wasn't chosen, he was overlooked. Cut from his high school varsity team as a sophomore, forced to grind for minutes at North Carolina, and when the NBA draft came around in 1984, he didn't even go first. Or second. He went third, behind Hakeem Olajuwon and Sam Bowie. His whole career began with people doubting him, and he turned every slight into fuel. Meanwhile, LeBron's story was the opposite. The hype was insane. He was on ESPN as a teenager, selling out arenas while still doing homework. By the time the 2003 draft hit, Nike, ESPN, even Jay-Z were treating him like the savior of basketball. LeBron wore 23, signed a $90 million Nike deal before his first NBA minute, and went by King James. To Jordan, it all looked like the world trying to crown someone before they'd even earned their stripes. And that's the thing. Jordan's competitiveness wasn't just about beating people, it was about control. Control of the story, control of his legacy, control of who even got mentioned in the same breath as him. And he guarded that space like a fortress. Even decades later, he's still throwing subtle shade. Just look at his interviews. He'll compliment LeBron, then pivot to Kobe, to rings, to different eras. It's his quiet way of saying, you're good, but you're not me. And this right here. This was the breaking point. Because if the Chosen One cover symbolized LeBron's coronation, Jordan saw it as an attempted coup. To him, the media was trying to rewrite basketball royalty, and that wasn't going to happen under his watch. Because let's be real, MJ already chose his successor. And here's the twist. It wasn't LeBron James, it was Kobe Bryant, his real basketball little brother, the one he actually embraced. And once you break it down, the reasons are crystal clear. First, let's talk personality. Kobe and Jordan were built from the same steel, cold, ruthless, and flat-out obsessive. Neither cared about being liked, they cared about being feared. That killer instinct, that willingness to freeze out teammates or take 40 shots just to win, that was the Jordan formula. And when MJ saw Kobe play, it was like looking in a mirror. He recognized that fire instantly because it was the same one that fueled him for years.
You have to put up with the aggravation, the late night calls, or the dumb questions.
LeBron, on the other hand, was wired differently. His game was always about making the right basketball play, reading the floor, passing to the open man, trusting the system. To the average fan, that's called unselfishness. But to Jordan, it looked like softness. Because in MJ's world, the alpha takes the shot no matter what. You live or die with the ball in your hands, that's the code. Then there's the work ethic. Kobe didn't just admire Jordan, he studied him like scripture. He copied the footwork, the fadeaway, the swagger, even the tone of his trash talk. There are interviews where Kobe straight up admitted he called MJ at 2 or 3 in the morning, asking about moves, counters, mindset, whatever it took to level up. That relentless pursuit of Jordan's approval created a bond built on obsession and mutual respect. LeBron never chased that same connection. He idolized Jordan, sure, but he wanted to be LeBron, not the next MJ. His path was about innovation, not imitation. And because of that, the bond never formed. Jordan respected him from a distance, but he never let him in. And don't underestimate the emotional side of this story. When Kobe passed in 2020, Jordan's tribute was gut-wrenching and unforgettable. He called Kobe his little brother and broke down in tears as he spoke. That wasn't a performance. That was real love. That kind of emotion doesn't come from fame or status. It comes from years of late-night talks, shared battles, and mutual grind. LeBron never had that. There were no midnight calls, no mentor sessions, no brotherhood, just silence. And in this world, that silence speaks volumes. Because it's not only about skill or personality, it's about legacy. Jordan saw Kobe as a continuation of his own mythology, that fierce, cutthroat, win-at-all-costs mindset. But LeBron, he represented something new: player empowerment, friendships across teams, speaking out politically, using his platform in ways Jordan never did. And to a man who spent his career guarding his image and avoiding controversy, that version of leadership felt foreign, maybe even threatening. That's why to this day, Jordan's tone shifts when he talks about them. With Kobe, it's warmth, admiration, emotion. With LeBron, it's clipped, polite, technical. And for LeBron, the kid who grew up worshiping MJ, that lack of blessing has to sting. Because in basketball, there's no crown heavier than the one Jordan wore, and no approval more powerful than his.
Kobe was my dear friend. He was like a little brother.
In NBA culture, silence is louder than words. The greats pass the torch. That's tradition. Magic Johnson publicly embraced Kobe when he entered the league. Kareem mentored Shaq and literally handed him the torch as the next dominant big man. But Jordan, he kept his hand closed when it came to LeBron. And that tells you everything. Even Bill Russell used to show up to finals games just to hand over trophies and show love to guys like Kobe and KG. That's how legends pass the torch. Face to face, respect to respect. But with Jordan and LeBron, nothing. No calls, no visits, no public acknowledgement. Remember, LeBron himself literally said it. They don't talk. Not even a casual check-in. And it's not like LeBron hasn't tried to give Jordan his flowers. He's always shown respect. He's called MJ his inspiration, his GOAT, the reason he even picked up a basketball. Yet after all that, LeBron's entire career has played out under the cold shadow of Jordan's silence. That quiet rejection became its own storyline. And the crazy part? Things got even messier when the Diddy rumors started. See, once stories about LeBron's image and off-court associations began to circulate, Jordan's distance suddenly looked different. It wasn't just indifference anymore. It looked like confirmation. You remember that clip where Jordan said, "LeBron always moved strange, not like Kobe." Then he dropped that subtle line about the Diddy stuff. That's when the whole thing exploded. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, here we go, another internet rumor, let's be clear. Michael Jordan actually said this. That comment came straight from him, not a random forum post. And here's where it gets wild. You've probably seen that old Instagram live where LeBron was chatting with Diddy, laughing and saying, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party," right? That one clip ended up aging terribly. For years, people online joked about LeBron being part of Diddy's circle, from exclusive Hollywood events to those casual social media moments. Most of it was harmless internet chatter, until it wasn't. Because when Jordan referenced it publicly, everything changed. Suddenly, it wasn't just gossip anymore. It was the GOAT himself calling attention to it. Let's rewind for context. By 2025, Diddy's legal troubles had reached their peak. He was convicted on 2 counts after years of explosive allegations from ex-partners, including Cassandra Ventura, who accused him of long-term abuse and coercion. Multiple lawsuits surfaced, painting a disturbing picture of control and exploitation across years of power and fame.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. That's it.
So now imagine the optics. LeBron sitting in a casual Instagram live, cracking jokes with Diddy. And Jordan, the man who built his legacy on discipline, control, and spotless branding, sees that. To MJ, perception is power. His whole empire was built on image. Clean, calculated, bulletproof. So when he later said, "When that Diddy stuff came out, I knew I was right," He wasn't spreading gossip. He was doubling down on judgment. To Jordan, it was about patterns. He saw a superstar getting too comfortable, too casual with danger. And in his mind, that confirmed everything he'd always believed, that LeBron moves differently, maybe even recklessly. And here's the kicker. That single comment didn't just reopen old wounds. It made fans wonder if Jordan's silence all these years was less about rivalry and more about warning. The internet went wild. Memes flew faster than a fast break, and fans instantly turned that clip into proof. LeBron wasn't Kobe. They said he wasn't disciplined, wasn't refined, and definitely wasn't worthy of Jordan's mentorship. MJ didn't need to say another word because that one clip did all the talking for him. Even LeBron's biggest defenders had to admit it. Jordan's cold shoulder suddenly made sense. When the greatest player ever looks at you and says, "You don't move right," that hits deep. It sticks to your name, to your image, to your legacy. And that's where things get real. Because the tension between Jordan and LeBron isn't just personal, it's part of a much bigger story. The NBA thrives on beefs, always has. Let's be honest, half of basketball history looks more like a diss track than a sports documentary. That's why MJ versus LeBron feels so familiar. It fits the pattern. Look back at Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. That wasn't just a rivalry, it was a cultural war. East Coast grit versus West Coast flash. Showtime Lakers versus Boston blue-collar defense. Those two carried the NBA on their backs like sworn enemies. And the craziest part? They ended up becoming best friends later, but during their careers, they could barely stand to share a handshake. Then came Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan. Now that was pure hostility. Thomas's Pistons created the infamous Jordan rules, a defensive game plan that was basically legalized assault. Jordan hated every second of it, and if you saw The Last Dance, you know he still hasn't forgiven Isaiah. Decades later, he's still holding that grudge. That's how deep NBA rivalries cut. And then there's Shaq and Kobe, two teammates who won 3 straight championships together while throwing shade in interviews, songs, and even late-night shows. That's what makes NBA drama iconic. The tension adds to the legend. People don't just remember the wins, they remember the chaos behind them. So when people say, Jordan doesn't mess with LeBron, it's not shocking at all. In the NBA, beef is tradition. It's practically baked into the league's DNA. Fans expect it, the media feeds it, and deep down, players know it keeps their names alive. Think about it. NBA beefs are just like rap feuds or Hollywood shade wars. They're always personal, even when they pretend to be professional. Rappers throw shots on tracks, celebs drop subtle digs in interviews. It's all ego and respect. The NBA just does it louder and with more style.
Oh, I hated him. And yeah, he carries even to this day.
Every time Jordan drops a cold quote, fans dissect it like it's scripture. Every time LeBron praises MJ and gets nothing back, it becomes another viral meme. Every rumor, every comment, every side-eye fuels another headline. And that's the cycle. Drama fuels legacy. Legacy fuels debate. Debate fuels the machine. Let's be real. If the NBA didn't have beefs, it'd just be baseball and sneakers. Nobody's watching a 2-hour documentary called Everyone Got Along and Played Nicely. No, fans want drama. They want rivalries, betrayal, tension, all of it. And in this case, the messy stuff came with real consequences because Jordan's favoritism toward Kobe over LeBron didn't just stay in the locker room. It shaped how the world saw both of them. It shaped the way millions of fans see the GOAT debate today. Because here's the truth. In the NBA, getting the blessing from the previous king matters. It's like being knighted. When the legend passes you the crown, it seals your legacy forever. And that's exactly what Kobe got. Jordan's mentorship made him the true heir in a way no Sports Illustrated cover ever could. Fans didn't see Kobe as Jordan's clone. They saw him as the man carrying the torch. Not because the media told them to, but because Jordan himself showed it. He taught Kobe his footwork, praised him in interviews, and when Kobe passed, Jordan cried like he'd lost a brother. That was real emotion, not PR. And that single endorsement made Kobe bulletproof in the GOAT conversation for millions of fans. LeBron never got that moment, and that silence has followed him his entire career. Every time the media tries to crown him the greatest, critics pull out the same argument. If he's really the GOAT, why didn't Jordan ever embrace him? That missing stamp of approval still echoes even now. But here's the twist. LeBron's career is so insane that he might be breaking through that wall anyway. We're talking 20-plus years at the highest level, 4 championships, 10 finals, and the all-time scoring record, still dominating at age 40. No one, not even Jordan, ever stretched greatness this far. So now the lack of MJ's blessing doesn't kill the conversation, it fuels it. It keeps the fire alive. On one side, you've got the Jordan loyalists saying, if MJ never passed the torch, it means something. On the other side, you've got LeBron fans pointing to the stats, the longevity, the leadership, saying he's rewriting the rules whether Jordan likes it or not. And honestly, that might be Jordan's worst nightmare. The idea that someone could take the throne without his permission. Because when you really look back, the story's simple. Michael Jordan built the throne. He created the blueprint every superstar follows today, from the sneakers to the branding to the global celebrity status. And when it came time to choose a successor, he made his choice loud and clear. It wasn't LeBron James, it was Kobe Bryant. That's the heart of it all. Why the GOAT debate refuses to die. Because it was never just about basketball. It's about ego, legacy, and the one thing Jordan never gave LeBron: validation. And if you made it this far, you clearly love the drama as much as we do. So hit that like button, drop your take in the comments. MJ or LeBron, who are you riding with? And don't forget to subscribe because trust me, the next deep dive, it's gonna get even crazier.